Hello, YouTube. Good morning. I'm Yasmin. I'm a host for Talk and Talk. Talk and Talk is a platform where we practice languages using immersions, totally conversation in this another language that we are practicing. Here we can practice English, Spanish, um, French too. You can check more how it works in our website, but like I said, it's just a fully conversation in this another language that we are practicing. So we have some questions, some subjects to guide our conversation. Today we will talk about love in digital age. And here we every time respect the another's time, the another's opinions about, and that's it. Usually we start in presenting ourselves. So a little about me. I'm 20, I live in São Paulo. I work as a software developer. I'm a free time I like to read books, watch series. Sometimes I like to play video games too. And I think that's it about me. Fernando, could you introduce yourself and choose another person too, please?
Of course. Hello, guys. I'm Fernando. I'm 41 years old. I work with a product owner, like a business analysis, But I live here in the north side of São Paulo capital, and I have a daughter. In my free time, I like to go to the park with my family, with my daughter, play volleyball. I think it's it. This is it. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, Fernando. Sydney, could you go, please?
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Sidney. I'm 40 years old and currently live in Belo Horizonte. I'm here on Talk Talk since October 2023. So for me, Talk Talk is not just a conversational platform, but a place where we can discuss the topics and share ideas and opinions. I think uh, so. I work as an accountant and have been working this field for the last 20 years. In my free time, I like to work out. I like cycling, running. I like play a lot of games with my son, board games and video games. I like, yeah, I like go out with my wife, my family in some different restaurants. So that's it a little about me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sydney. Jonathan, please present yourself.
Okay. Hi, my name is Jonatas. I live in Nova Iguaçu, Rio de Janeiro. Uh, I am 40 years old. I am a developer program. Um, I work um, since 8 November 2021. Um, I'm happy to stay here in my second immersion. uh, I'm happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Jonathan. And the last but not the least, Claudia.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Claudia. I'm live in a small city outside the capital, São Paulo state. I work as IT project manager. I I had a pause in my career last year, so I'm trying to come back to job market. So I'm here to improve my English, and for my hobbies, I love to take pictures. I love to read and go to the movies with my nephew. So I'm happy to be here. It's my first week here with Talk and Talk.
Thank you, Claudia. So, starting with our subject, I will start with Claudia, okay? Claudia, for you, how has technology changed the way people start romantic relationships?
In my opinion, technology has completely changed the way relationships. Because in past, people usually through meet people at school, at work, and now we have the possibility to meet someone around the world. So it's a good issue, okay, which opens many possibilities, but also creates a new risks as well. So in my opinion, we need to take care about our relationships online. But it's great. Yeah, I think it's a great thing to do. It's a new technology to approximate the people.
Yeah, in the past we just could meet personally, but nowadays we have internet, a lot of romantic apps that it's possible to know people for
Yeah,
the world. And I think nowadays is more common relationships between people from different countries than the past.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Claudia. Sydney, what's your opinion about this question?
Yes, I totally agree with you guys. I think through this the proliferation of many apps, dating apps and websites, I think nowadays we are not limited to for the people that they are in their social cycle. So online we can approach with a vast potential partners. So I think it also the technology is also changing how we can approach them. I would say that instead to stay in instead to I think the algorithm help us to find some partner that can fit our maybe some characteristics, some values that we are looking for. I think it's changing a lot the way that the people communicate with each other. So today we have this kind of and I say I forgot this kind of pictures that people use to exchange with each other. I think some abbreviations, something like that. Uh, I think yes, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's possible to exchange photos, pictures nowadays. In the past, I think it just letters between the people, but nowadays pictures, even videos, do video calls too. So changed a lot. Thank you, Sydney. Jonatas, and for you, the question too.
Okay, it is new for me. uh, I'm sorry, guys. You see, my English level is small for now. uh, but uh, this this question is curious about I I meet my wife. Uh, uh, I meet my wife in the bus. Okay, but uh, I I talk it 2 weeks later uh, after uh, uh, I'm talking two uh, 2 weeks later on MSN. Uh, okay, uh, e since this, uh, sorry, vou concluir isso em português, me perdoe. E a partir disso é que eu conheci de verdade ela né, através do MSN. That's it.
Nice, sounds good.
Thank you for
It's
sharing. Fernando, and for you.
just for me, it's I think I don't know how we stay with nowadays, because oh my gosh, the romance. I think that nowadays the romantic relationships change because there are a lot of apps where you start a new relationship. And but in the past we didn't have a lot of ways for the know a new person. And in my time, oh my gosh, I have been married for 15 years, and I don't remember that I know my wife in a college. But this time we send a SMS, guys, remember that the communication was in a SMS, but nowadays we have a lot of ways for communicate for other peoples and know uh, another people. But I agree with Claudia when she said that nowadays is more dangerous for you if you know another people in na internet is I think is dangerous. You have it. We have to careful if you know a new people in the internet. It's that the days nowadays is changing. But this question is very interesting because we have been living a new times.
Yeah, and nowadays we have to be careful because sometimes it can be talking with an AI person,
Hmm.
so
Yeah.
in the chat or in the photos, because nowadays is really advanced. So yeah.
There are
Mm,
not new apps for date, but for a meeting a date. I think called I don't know. I remember this app for no, but I forgot the name. But I know that they exist a new apps for a person and meeting a date.
Yeah, nowadays is very common. A lot of apps, even with people of another country, there are apps specific for that. So
Hmm.
people create a lot of apps involving that,
Yes.
using cell phone for everything. So let me see here. Fernando, do you think relationships formed online last longer or shorter than traditional ones?
Oh my gosh, I think it depends of the intention for the people. I believe that if you know a person in a internet or in anything else in an app thing, I think that it's totally possible the people start a new relationship, and this relationship during for a long time. I believe that, but depends of the intentions of the people. But I believe that it's totally possible.
Yeah, even the a personal relationships physically depends of the person. So yeah, I think this
Yes,
is very
yes,
variable.
yes.
Thank you, Fernando. Sydney, what about you?
Yes, I totally agree that it could last longer, but it will depend. It could last, but it depends on each preference and the objective. So it can last longer if the couple find a kind of mutual matters. But even a traditional uh, relationship, if the partners they don't find the same objective, they don't see the future in the relationship, it uh, it can last shorter. But I think yeah, for sure that everyone agree that it's easier to find someone online and to I think how can I say to cut some mistakes. For example, instead to last like Yasmin said back then the people used a lot letters. They call for each other, but they had just the opportunity to hear their voice, the tone of their voice. So today we can feel the faith of the other people, the other partner, and try to discuss things that we we feel that important to know, and then make I think agree to have the first date. You know, I think today it's easier, but I think today also maybe because the objective is a little different. There are different than before. I think it yeah, depend of the objective and the preference. It can last longer or shorter.
Thank you, Sydney. Jonatas, and about you? About the question 3.
Okay. The question is sorry, item of this. Do you think relations formed online last longer or short? That?
Yeah.
Okay. I know we are talking about new webs. Okay. But in my experience the 14 years old, last 8-ish, difficult for me. And in my experience, last 14 years old, it's okay. I am married during this time. Okay. I see the new generation. I don't know this word. The, the new generation presos em technology. Sorry, ao invés try speaking I and I. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, the new generation uses the technology for everything. Thank you, Jonatas. Claudia, what's your opinion?
I think it depends more on the people than the media, okay, the online one. Some online relationships can last for many years because they're built on a strong way. strong communication, because you need communication a lot online, okay, to know someone. While others may end quickly if they were based on attraction or convenience. So, in my opinion, it depends on the situation, depends the people, depends a lot of things. I think it's just another way to meet people, and we need to uh, avaliar, I don't know how to say, the best option for us. That's it.
Yeah, depends of the people. I totally agree with you because, like you said, it is a way to meet other people. So can use to meet even friends and start a friendship. So
Yeah, even
yeah,
friends, not just love relationship, romantic relationship. Yeah.
yeah, it's true. Thank you. So yeah, let me see here. I will go to the question 5. I think it's interesting. Claudia, what are the biggest challenges of maintaining a virtual relationship?
Oh, I didn't find my microphone here. Sorry. The biggest changes are trust, communication, of course, and physical distance, maybe, because without you, when you don't have face-to-face contact, you have to improve more, in my opinion. So you have to communicate a lot, and misunderstand can grow up, take and this kind of thing can take extra effort to build a confidence and the emotional uh, closeness. Emotional closeness, okay? So, in my opinion, it's the biggest challenge of maintaining a virtual relationship.
Yeah, I think this about the misunderstand that you say is so real because when we text a message for anyone,
Write
uh,
messages, yeah.
yeah, it's like I test the message, but the comprehension and the tone of the message is totally about the other person.
Yeah.
It's totally different when we, I don't know, send an audio or we make a call or say physically. So yeah, it can cause a lot of misunderstanding and problems because our understanding is more about us than the person that is emitting the message. So yeah, this can cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, in my experience, yeah, I had a lot of problems with the text message. So I learned it a lot, of course, but nowadays I prefer video calls if I'm relation with another person in other countries or other cities. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I think this is the best because this avoid a lot of problems. Yeah, I passed through the same thing too. Thank you, Claudia. Fernando, and for you about the question 5.
No, let me see. For me, I think that the biggest difficulty is distance, you know. It's today we have Tinder, if a Tinder, né? Tinder, the called the app. It is the most app, the most famous app. But when we started a conversation with people or to start and know a new people person in a internet, I think that the biggest problem is a distance. But if you have a opportunity to know a person who lives in your city, is a good point. If you can to to have a possibility to know a person who lives near or in your cities, I think that is more important, but because, in my opinion, is the the most challenging for who people that looking for a relationship in the internet, you know?
Yeah, there are a lot of apps, and I don't know, they can be dangerous. Like you
Yeah.
said about Tinder. I
Yes.
remember one series that I watched, I think it was from Netflix,
Mm-hmm.
that was from a guy that meet girls in Tinder, but he didn't put the distance close, like you said, to know someone for the city. No,
Mm-hmm.
they go the biggest distance, and then he used um, some tricks to scam people. So, for example, he send photos, try to be the girl trust on him,
Oh
and
my
then
gosh.
he say, "Oh, I need 10,000 money. Could you give to me, and tomorrow I will send back to you." And then he never gave the money back. So
Mhm.
he made that with a lot of people. We have a series about him. So yeah, today there are a lot of apps and can be dangerous. But if we met with people that is trust, like for our city, that's possible to meet in some way, I think this could be a good opportunity.
And do you remember the name of this series or not?
I think is golpista do Tinder. Let me see
Hmm.
here. And is
Because
really nice.
yeah, for me, I think
It's a
it's
very good one. It's a
yeah,
very
yes,
good one.
because oh, nice, because oh my gosh, I have a daughter. She's a teenager, you know, and I think is she's 40, 15 years nowadays, and I think this a series like this is so important. I think that it will important information for us, you know. I think.
Yeah, and the nice to have lessons by series is that we can see real cases because, for example, this series, the case is real. And then have the appointments of the people that passed through it that was tricked by him. So
Hmm.
I like this series so
Yes,
much.
nice. Thank you.
Thank you for your opinion, Fernando. Jonatas, and for you, the question five.
Well, my my new question. uh, I agree with Fernando. With parts I I understand. Okay. Uh, in my opinion, um, the difficult uh, is uh, uh, the persons uh, uh, are 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 como avatar, okay? Uh, uh, is very easy to be alguém, não lembro dessa palavra, ou se passar por alguém, ok? Uh, I believe the contact human break essa barreira, ok? You understand me? So, okay,
Yeah, I understand.
that's it.
Yeah, the physical contact could break this barrier.
Barrier.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jonathan.
Thank you.
And for you, Sydney.
Well, guys, there are a lot of biggest challenges, but I would like just to emphasize that the opportunity to stay face to face with your partner, especially when we live far away from each other. I think the distance is a great problem. I think for those who don't they are not available or able to stay in access online in some apps. I think it's another biggest change, especially if they work in a company and the company forbid them to stay in contact with your smartphone. And I think the other thing is about to stay in this digital world and where there are a lot of tools that some people use to deceive others, like tools like to change your voice, to change your face, your body, this kind of AI that today are very advanced. So this kind of things that some people use to trick others, and for some, like you said, as mean to scam others, or to to deceive, to make some money, that make something that they have the objective to have some kind of advantage on them.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Nowadays, it's really easy change pictures, to change the face, the body. And now, in the past, I remember one series that passed in television that is called Catfish. That is people that trick the others in social media but use real pictures for others. For example, if I use a picture of other girl and pass, I have that face, that body, but I talk with the other people. And this occur a lot in this program. And then the objective of this program was to discover the real person and the reason for this person is doing that. And so in the past they do that, but nowadays they can just use AI and don't have to be the necessity of search for a photo of another person. The AI can make everything. Yeah. So I will go to the question 10. I think it's really interesting. Sydney, how can couples balance online and offline time together?
Yes, it's really a tough challenge for that these couples are facing, but balance it. Yeah, I think. Let me see. Yeah, to not have. I think today it's more common that people have this kind of the two approach. I think the physical and the digital approach. Even for those who are in the old generation, it's impossible to not stay in contact with your partner. But yeah, I think yeah, to stay online give us some advantage. Yes, to exchange some messages about what is happening. I think to talk about your day. I think to stay in contact with. I think to send some pictures, videos, things like that. But I think to maintain a relationship strong is essential. To have also this time, this physical, to stay in physical contact. Uh, but I don't know, maybe because this digital world. give us to have contact with the people around the world. I think if we find a partner, for example, in the other state, in the other country, it could be very difficult to stay together. It could happen some once or twice a year. I know some people that they have relationship with other guys in the other country, so they used to stay together on their vacation, for example, in July or January. So for them, the relationship uh, it works, but for others, it could be difficult because imagine to see your partner just twice a year. So in some maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. So it could be very tough, but yeah, it is depend a lot on each other and the maturity is very important to maintain the relationship works. So yeah, so the balance, yeah, it will depend a lot on the other.
Yeah, it's really difficult because, like you said, some couples that have online relationships just meet each other once or twice a year, and sometimes even more time than that if it's a different country, for example. And this is hard because I think in online ways everything is more easy because if we are mad with someone, we can avoid to talk in that moment, avoid some discuss, but physically there are some things that is impossible to avoid. We have to face and physically a lot of time people have some kind of habits that can make us feel bad with that. So I don't know, put a towel that is wet in the bed. So this can be really bad for someone. And in online it's almost impossible. We face that, but physically this can make someone be mad. So yeah, I think sometimes online is best to go in that way, but on the other hand, is difficult to maintain if the people don't have maturity for that. Thank you, Sydney. Claudia, and for you.
I agree with you guys, especially when Sydney says about maturity. So I think couples can set small rules, regras, rules, like not use phones during the dinner when they are together, physically, or scheduling sometimes offline time together. But if you can see your partner just twice a year, as Sydney said, I think it's the hardest way to maintain a relationship. Of course, in my opinion, there are a lot of people who can do it, but in my experience, I don't have this maturity to do it. So I prefer not online romantic relationships. I have a lot of friends, of course, in other cities, other countries, even other countries, but I don't have the enough maturity, I think so, to do this balance with other person.
Yeah, and I think is one part that is really hard is to maintain the trust in the partner
Yes,
because
the biggest deal.
yeah, if you see the person one time just a year, I don't know, we missed the contact, the other person too, so we don't know if this person could go and enjoy the moment with another one. So
I
yeah,
totally agree.
this is
Yeah.
really hard to deal with.
Mhm.
I think I don't have this ability. Thank you, Claudia. Jonatas, and for you, the question 10.
Um, okay. And in my side, uh, my my wife and I decide to separate uh, a time for all. Okay. Um, uh, we have a time for study, time in the display, smartphone, okay, computer, uh, for all. I think this help us. Okay, that's
Yeah,
it.
I have time for everything. I think is a good is a strategy for that. I like to do that. Thank you. Fernando, and for you.
For me, I think the balance it's necessary for all in our lives, But in this case, oh my gosh, it's a complicated situation because it's necessary to pass a lot of minutes online first for meeting a person before you decided to meet in person the this person. I think it's you if you can pass a lot of minutes online, it's necessary for you you have to meet the person before you decided to have a date, a personal date. I think it's necessary to have a conversation with the person if you can uh, turn on the camera because sometimes the person don't have to turn on the camera, but nowadays we have AI chat that put another picture or simulate a video for a count, but it's complicated. If you can pass more time and you have knowledge about this person, I think that is totally necessary, guys.
Well,
Yes, Jenny.
guys, yeah,
Yeah.
we can go to I think the number 8.
Number 8.
Yeah,
Okay,
would be
nice.
interesting to discuss. Should parents
Nice.
monitor their teenagers' online relationships? What do you think about this, Claudia?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Necessary, necessary.
Wow, it's a very. I don't have kids, so but
Hmm.
I have a nephew, so I'm asking like her tia, esqueci. I think parents should guide their teenagers, but not invade their privacy. Teenagers need freedom, of course,
Hmm.
but I agree nowadays it's very danger and I don't know, it's complicated, but in my opinion, if I have had a kid, a teenager especially,
Hmm.
I will take care from the risks like online, unhealthy relationship. How?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I will do it. Okay. Probably I will do it.
Yes, I
You,
monitor
Fernando,
my
you have
I have a
a
teenager there.
teenager, so
Yeah,
give us
she
your opinion, please.
yeah, she's 15 years nowadays, and I since that she was a little bit more child, I have been monitored the cell phone because it's necessary. But nowadays I monitor I I monitor the for principal the where she weigh, because I think she started to weigh alone for the shopping mall, for at the school, for a lot of places because the age she can go with at school with the shopping mall with her friends, but is I think that is totally necessary to monitor, not just control, but if you need a helping, first time you say I say where she stay, and here in my house, yeah, we have a GPS on all our phones. In my phone, I have a GPS for my wife monitoring me when I go alone for anything else, because I I think if I need help in anything else, she can see when I stay, I think if she needs a help for anything else, I it's not a control, but it's necessary because I think here I live here in São Paulo. The city here is so dangerous, you know. But the traffic is danger, and the streets, they are so dangerous here in São Paulo, because I think because of this I think it's necessary to monitor, because the violence here in São Paulo, it's difficult nowadays.
Yeah, for me, guys, I totally agree that to have this kind of to monitor them, but it's because the virtual world is very dangerous. I think there are a lot of criminal people, uh, criminal activities that are around there, and this kind of guys, they want to deceive the young people to take information and or to do other things. But I think like us in our childhood, that our parents used to monitor us, but monitor what kind of guys, what kind of friends we had contact, so, and they know their family, and they advise us, for example, oh, you can talk with this guy, but don't go in your house because their family is so they have a kind of a bad story. So it's not about uh, to be a true spy, not about to be a spy on our kids, but just to see eventually its historic is, and to see what kind of people they are talking, and yeah, to know more about it, because I think today because it's impossible to avoid them to have contact with digital world, because they will be uh, in the future, they will stay online to work, things like that. So I think to help them to be mature enough, I think to give them advice, and I think it should help them a lot to improve the abilities to be aware about this kind of dangerous situation. What's your opinion, Jonas, about it?
Thank you, Sidney. This topic is advanced for me. Okay. I'm listening and learning with you this discussion. Okay. Uh, então, also, I'm stay quiet to listen and learning with you. Okay.
Okay, Claudia, have you already talked about this question?
Yeah, I was the first one to talk about.
Okay, thank you. So, guys, I think we don't have time for one more question. So, yeah,
Yes, yeah.
I want to share with you the survey for this subject, okay? In this link is anonymous, the answer, and you can share your opinion for this immersion, or if you want to share any suggestion to improve the immersions or to some subjects too. I always look at this answer, Elias, too. So it's very important to know. You can feel free to say what you want because it's anonymous, okay? And thank you for the conversation for today. Was really interesting. The subject was really interesting. And I want to invite you for my immersion. So this immersion is from Elias, and I have one English immersion in the morning. Is Tuesday, 8 a.m. too. So if you feel interested, please come. I will feel really happy to have you there. And that's it for today's. Have a nice weekend. And I hope to see you soon. Bye, guys.
Okay.
You too.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Elias.
Bye
Thank you,
Bye,
bye.
guys.
guys.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
weekend.